A new cup is coming to Pokemon Go Battle League. From June 15th to June 22nd, we are going to be seeing the Master League and the Fossil Cup for the first time in Go Battle League. You'll be able to get 3 times Stardust rewards, but this does not include end of set rewards. Now, the Fossil Cup is going to be taking place in the Great League, and it's only going to be allowing Water, Rock, and Steel type Pokemon. Now, it comes at no surprise when we take a look at the meta that Registeel is still #1. It has been very strong in both the Great League and Ultra League. Now, we also see a new Pokemon that a lot of people haven't really used, and that is going to be Lucario. Lucario is a fan favorite Pokemon, and it is going to be incredibly strong in the Fossil Cup. Counter, Power Up Punch, and Shadow Ball. You could also run with Close Combat. Instead, it's going to have great coverage on the meta, and that Shadow Ball as well for neutral damage is going to be so strong against Pokemon that would otherwise beat it. Ferrothorn as well is going to be coming in clutch ranked at #3, is going to be one of the only grass type Pokemon that can do very well against the meta. Again, this meta is Rock, Steel, and Water, which means Ferrothorn with Bullet Seed, Power Up, and Thunder is primed to take over. With Water type Pokemon being allowed, it is no surprise that Swampert coming in at #4, the Shadow variant with Mudshot, Hydro Cannon, Earthquake, can do so well against the meta. You could also try to run the Sludge Wave variant as well to hit neutral damage against some of those flyers like Pelipper. Now, if you don't have a Lucario or don't want to run one, try Escavalier. Still having great coverage with Counter, Drill Run, and Mega Horn. It can beat Lucario in the mere fight because of the typing setup, but it doesn't do as well against other Pokemon that beat it because it doesn't have access to the move Shadow Ball. Now, after those initial 5, we have a long list of strong Water-type Pokemon such as Araquanid, Swampert, Ludicolo, Pelipper, Poliwrath, and Quagsire. The list goes on and on. Water-type Pokemon are very strong, especially in this meta. Now, one cool thing about Ludicolo is it is one of the only Water-type Pokemon that can have access to Razor Leaf, which could take your opponents by surprise, especially those Mud Boys being Swampert and Quagsire, and it can still beat that Pelipper with Razor Leaf. Now, that was the overall meta. You guys can take a deeper look if you want to on pvpoke.com, but let's take a look at the best safe swaps. Now, every Go Battle League team always needs a good safe swap if you do lose the lead, and Shadow Swampert, Lucario, and Poliwrath are looking to be the top performers on the safe swap. Again, it comes at no surprise if that Lucario safe swaps in, even if a Pelipper that does counter it, it's got to watch out for the Shadow Ball, so having that hard-hitting neutral damage move can come in very clutch. Poliwrath as well has a nice versatile moveset that you could be running. Mudshot, Ice Punch, Dynamic Punch, even Scald if you want to, but the Ice Punch, Dynamic Punch has great cross coverages. It just doesn't do as well against a Pokemon like Jellicent. Now, this meta does include Steel and Water type Pokemon, so where are Galarian, Stunfisk, and Azumarill? Well, Galarian Stunfisk got knocked down to rank 34. Again, there's Water type Pokemon in this meta, which is the hardest counter to Galarian Stunfisk, so it has a lot to look out for, especially with the counter users of Escavalier and Lucario. Azumarill as well is ranked 28, still has some good coverage on the meta. You can always bet on Azumarill, but there are a lot of great counters out there, especially with Registeel and Ferrothorn being in the top of the meta. Now, because you guys are going to be seeing a lot of Lucarios and Ferrothorns, you're going to want to bring some core breakers for that. Some of the best ones are going to be Pokemon like Escavalier. It does very well both against Ferrothorn and Lucario. Mawile with Fire Fang as well is going to tear through the Registeel, the Lucario, and the Ferrothorn, and even Escavalier. And finally, Melmetal is going to be a very sneaky pick for this meta. Think about all the Water type Pokemon that we see and how common Pelipper is going to be, having access to Superpower as well for Registeel, Lucario, and Ferrothorn. I imagine this thing might be able to core break some teams if you give it energy and shield advantage. Overall, this meta is looking very fun. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.